Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Baylor's offense will get first crack at it here. The Bears were encouraged to sick them, and last time these two met, they did so early and often, blowing out the Frogs.
And Baylor went into that game believing they had better players. Man, it showed up on the field, too. They were faster. They were more physical. TCU, they've got to match that intensity this time around, David.
Well, and surely they were embarrassed, right? I mean, they had to be embarrassed of what happened. It was not competitive. This is a rivalry game. You're used to seeing it be competitive. Maybe having a chance to win in the end. TCU didn't have that. They've been talked about for a year how bad it was. I want to see how they respond in this matchup.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Bears are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Harper. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country.
Turning it on! Got enough space! And he'll finish the run in the end zone! Touchdown Bears!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Paul.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained.
Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. from the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll try the run. At the 45 on its way. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Harper. Throws to the back. Finds his man open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quick.
Touchdown, Baylor! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10.
Breaks into the open. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The inside handoff. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
With the catch, it's Dallas. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
A design run for the quarterback. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Harper. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. From the gun, give on the inside. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Grabs it in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Calls his own number. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Baylor! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Floats it out in space. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. They're dealing with a second and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the back. Running into the open space. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make
hits the afterburners. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
35, TCU 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking downfield, it's Harper. Zings it complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he missed it. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something. Breaks into the open.
Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost always delivers. Fellas, let's send things back to you.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll move the tight end. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or 2 to answer about that decision. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option.
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all through.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt.
All right, fans, let's make some noise. It's 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Harper. Going deep. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy completion. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And on second down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 25. There he goes. Inside the 30. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball comes to rest right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Bears are marching down the field.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here today.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Across the 45. Wide open spaces. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Quick catch on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight.